Hey y'all, I'm out here at Camp Semper Canine today. Haven't done a video in a while. We've been really busy, but had to get out to do some projects today. School starts in person next week for us, so that'll free up just a little bit more of my time, so I'm excited about that. But wanted to share these little cuties with y'all today. So these guys are just so cute. This is Basil. Hey girl. Basil and the Blondie. And I know I've already shared a video of them, but I wanted to give them some time to adjust before I shared more, because now they are starting to come up to us, and when we come to the gate, when they hear us pull up, they start squealing. It's the cutest little thing. I just threw them one of our pumpkins from the garden that we had on display for Halloween. So I got another one here that I'm going to share with them in a minute. But while they're munching on that, I wanted to do a little walk through the garden and show y'all some of the things that we have going on in there. So let's get in the garden, y'all. Real fast before we get in the garden. Yes, I've already decorated for Christmas. There's the tiny house with a wreath, and I actually have a window box that I'm going to put on that window there with some greenery. And inside the chicken coop here, I also have a Merry Christmas sign that I've put up. So I'm going to make this really festive. We've also bought some roofing, tin sheathing, or whatever you want to call it, to put on the top here to give the chickens a cover area this winter when it's raining. Also help us preserve their feed. Well, y'all think I got y'all something? Y'all think I got y'all something? What do y'all wanting? Some snacks? I'll give y'all something. Let me get these chickens something to snack on. Okay, y'all, so here we are at the garden. Things are still producing, which I'm actually totally shocked by. I think I shared this with y'all before, but on my birthday I planted some native plants. So I have some coneflower, like pincushion, and a butterfly weed that I planted here. And can't wait to show you all these little potatoes that I planted as an experiment. But yeah, I also have Christmas decoration here. Why not, right? The chickens have been, they've pretty much destroyed our strawberries. Thought this fence would keep them out. We had to put chicken wire on some of the other fence area, and I had to put it here to keep them out of here. I had planted some poppies in this area, and they have dug up some of my bulbs. So, kind of upsetting, but sort of my fault for thinking that they would stay out of here with that other fence. All of this is going to be coming out soon. I'm just letting it die off because it's much easier to pull it out when it's died. Gonna have to get these zinnias out, and I will feed them, or let the chickens scratch around in them, and feed any other vegetation I'm pulling out to the pigs. So let's get inside. Look at these ladies. What? Y'all are not going in my garden. Sorry. Okay, so about 3 weeks ago, maybe it's been about a month ago, I planted these potatoes just because I had them in the house and they were able to be planted. They're little new potatoes, I guess. I really don't know what variety they are. But, so I don't know if you guys can see back here. High tunnel bows are up. Yesterday I assembled all the bows and put them together. There are 11, and we took the first 3 out so Chris could use the excavator that we rented to get the 2 stumps out, and then we will put the plastic on. But anyway, I'm really excited about that. Even though it's kind of too late in the season to plant anything, I might put some flowers in there at least so I can see how before I can grow the flowers, and I'll put a couple other vegetables in there to kind of experiment with. But the vegetables that we had planted in the one bed, they didn't make it. So the chickens have just gotten in there and scratched them all out. But anyway, speaking of chickens getting in and scratching out, the little bantam hens can fit through this fence opening right there. So they're in here quite a bit, good and bad things because of that. But this is our peas and oats that will be getting this soil ready for crops this spring. We have some dirt in here for this bed that we're gonna build soon. The pigs have kind of put us on a little bit of a hold on building the beds in here and doing some garden work, because we're trying to make sure we have everything they need in this space. And then we're going to build over into this space, which we're going to use that excavator to clean this area out and expand to have 2 pig areas, because these pigs are siblings. So in probably 2.5 months, we are going to have to separate them because the male is uncut. So we don't want them breeding together. Look at all this water. That's the water we got in the last week and a half. Over 5 inches. I took some of the gourds out of here a couple days ago. Fed them to the pigs. They loved them. So I took the smaller gourds that I knew weren't going to be birdhouses, and I got those out of here. I'm about ready to pull everything out of this bed that I can, but I have some gourds still growing. So, I mean, it's just kind of wild that this is still happening, but what are you gonna do, right? And my okra is still blooming. I mean, it's 72 degrees today. I do have a sweatshirt on. That's just because my anemia is really bad right now. And I'm having a hard time getting my iron under control. So I'm really cold, but the weather is just doing phenomenal. So, yeah, anyway, these tomato plants are still growing and producing tomatoes. I mean, look at this. This is November, and they're still making blossoms. I don't know how much longer this will last, but we're supposed to have a pretty mild November, but we'll see. Let's go over here to this side. So my beans, I mean, this has gotten really heavy, and I just think over time this is just wearing out. Beans are still coming. These are the Christmas bean, the Christmas pole bean. They're like a lima bean variety. So these are still coming. Again, I don't know if they will produce enough before the heavy frost comes. They should do okay for a little while. They are frost tender, but they should survive a couple of cold nights in a row. These are just totally dying out, the green beans here. So I'm going to pull all of this. We're going to take these poles out on this side. This will be where our sunflowers go next year, along this edge. Make it easier for harvesting, or not harvesting, actually. Because the beans that we had in this little section here were just really hard for us to get to. So not going to do that again. Let's see what's over here. I have some brassicas. Let's go look. So I have some cabbage here, and I had some cauliflower as well. The cabbage loopers and the caterpillars, they just got to these plants before I could even treat them. So a couple of them are starting to grow back, so I just moved them over here. So I don't know if I'm going to get anything out of this, but I'm going to try. We'll see. And then I have some beans that have decided, these are Blue Lake pole beans, that have decided that they want to pop up and grow. They're just growing up this pole right here. The majority of this is dead, and I have a lot of beans in here that we need to get out. Over here, this is a red clover. So this is putting some nitrogen back in the soil here. And I will be planting beans here again next year. We will be putting a cattle panel down the middle here so that we can have beans on either side. And then I will do some kind of herbs along the edges or something along that line. This is volunteer sunflowers. So I just kind of left them. They will die off soon. And my okra is looking really rough here. So these are about to get cut out. I'll probably do it this weekend. Cut these out, cultivate the soil, and get it prepared for next year. Here are my magnolia sugar snap peas. And these are, which one were these? These are peas as well, but I can't remember which variety. These are, I think, poppy that are growing here. It could be catnip. I really suck at remembering to go back to the video I made a while back when I was planting all of this to see what's planted here. I also still have my peppers here. They're still producing. So I'm just going to leave them until they are completely done, and then we will pull them out and harvest what peppers we have, because I still have new growth and new flowers coming. So I'm just kind of letting them do their thing. Right here's where I planted that elephant garlic. And of course my flowers are still blooming. I still have some tomatoes coming. I mean, I just kind of, you know, letting everything do its thing right now. Also have some potatoes that I just stuck in the ground right there. A couple extra that I had that I didn't have space for in the garden, in the little bitty garden that I made. Seeing some of our honeybees over here too. And some bumblebees pollinating the flowers, getting their nectar on. This section I have some broccoli and mustard greens, I think. Either mustard greens or, what is it? I forget. But here I have broccoli and some sort of greens. Mustard greens or turnip greens, one of the two. My nasturtiums are still growing, and these Dances with Smurfs tomatoes are still producing. And I also still have Tabasco peppers here that are growing. So that's kind of wild too, that these are still coming. I don't know if I'll harvest any off of them because they've kind of stunted a little bit. They're not really doing a whole lot more. And then right here I also have garlic, and I have some of them coming out. So that's kind of concerning, but it is what it is at this point. I have some poppies over here, and my strawberries, nasturtiums, chives, and then these okra trees. And look at all the aphids at the top. Good grief. Can y'all see that? I'm sure y'all just heard Quantico blasting. But all these aphids, man. And like I was saying a minute ago, these gourds are still going. I mean, they're still going. I'm just gonna leave them. Tomatoes are still producing here. I tore out these tomatoes, and these peppers are still producing too, so I just kind of kept them. Oh, I need to get these orange pepperoncinis. Orange pepperoncinis, some of them are turning orange now. Cucamelons, I tried to feed some to the pigs. They weren't really interested. And I also still have some tomatillos over here trying to come in, so all of this will be coming out soon. All of it will. We'll pull all of it out because there's still some sunrise bumblebee tomatoes coming over there. I also pulled out the chocolate sprinkles tomato plants, and some of my basil started growing right after I did that. Oh, that's making the ground shake. But I took out the candy cane peppers to let these Mad Hatter peppers kind of finish. And the okra here is still trying to produce. So, I don't know. We're not going to get enough okra to do anything with, but I could at least roast one or two of the okra pods as they develop. This is a grape plant. There's another one, grapevine. It's not really vining. This one's vining more. And then I need to pull all of this debris out and get it ready and get these sunflowers out of the ground too. But essentially, that's all we have going on here. Let's go over to the high tunnel garden, and I will show y'all what my plans are for over there. So they already know. Look how smart these piggies are. What are y'all doing? What is it? You hungry? You want a snack? Oh, they hear Daddy walking through the woods. They're just so cute and smart. Okay, y'all, so here is where the high tunnel is going in. Like I said, we took these first 3 hoops off so that Chris could get these stumps out with the excavator, and then we're going to flatten this little area out to make space for some in-ground growing, or just to store some of our plants that need to have a little bit more heat over the winter. And yeah, so this is what we got going on right now. I'm really excited that I finally took the initiative to do it myself. Sorry, honey, I'm not throwing you under the bus, but your project was stalling, so Mama had to take over. But anyway, what I may just do, like I said, these just aren't gonna make it. The chickens have been in here scratching. Oh look, we do have a little pepper coming. Look at that, cute. But I don't know why that's on there. But like I was saying before, I about broke my leg or my neck, or cut myself from tripping, which is a normal experience. I may just put some flowers or something in here to grow. I don't know. I'm still debating on what to do. I was looking over at the bees. I saw some activity over there. Not a lot going on, and we need to check them for the winter. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I've got carrots that I wanted to plant today, but I don't have enough time. So I'll be planting the carrots, but Chris will be getting that excavator, cleaning all of this space up, getting all of this debris out of here, and we will be doing the pig pen. Look at them coming. They're so cute. We'll be doing the pig pen down this way for the other side of the pig pen. And that way we have this extra space for them, and we can keep them separated. Hi Blondie, I see you. See you, boy. We have this extra space to separate the pigs, especially when we're wanting to breed pigs, if that's what we are gonna do, whether we're breeding them for other people to buy the piglets or to buy the meat. We have not decided. That's something that Chris and I are doing separate from Semper Canine. We're just borrowing the land since we don't have our own right now. So in the event that we do find a place that has space for the pigs, and the pigs will just come with us over to our house for us to take care of them over there and decide what we're going to do moving forward with them. Ava told me yesterday that we could not eat the piggies because they were too cute. So this is going to get interesting. But that was another part of the reason why having them was important to me, because I experienced puppies as a child, and so did Bo when he was young. And since we don't breed dogs at Semper Canine, because that's just not part of our mission or our program, we the younger kids aren't going to be able to experience that, and I really wanted them to see babies. We are going to hatch some of our eggs probably in January. Yeah, we're probably going to hatch some in January of our eggs, so that we have a new batch of layers, and we will get to experience that. But that's exciting. I didn't get to see chicks being born like that when I was a baby or young. So, but having these piglets will be a different experience, and I'm really excited for the kids to get to see them. So we definitely will be at least breeding one time, and I just feel like it'll be something that we will want to continue to do in the future. But who knows? I have no idea. I definitely don't want to be in the pork business. That's not anything I'm interested in. I love animals so much. It was really hard for us to, or for me anyway, to harvest the roosters and eat them. But that's just part of the food chain. That's part of nature. It's part of life. So, you know, we're not trying to have all these pets. That's just not what we're about. We're too busy to have multiple farm animals as pets. They need to make money for us or produce food for us, and that's just the harsh reality of farm life. And it will also be a good learning experience for Ava. Abram doesn't seem to mind, but Ava being 3 and being female, it's going to be a little bit harder for her, but it'll be good for her to experience that as well, that we raise these animals and we grow the garden so that we can eat. Because she loves sausage gravy and she loves bacon. So anyway, I think I'm done for right now. We're going to come back out tomorrow and see what cleaning up I can get done with the youngins and just kind of relax. It's going to be Saturday and it's supposed to be beautiful weather tomorrow. So really excited about that. Let me give these piggies some more pumpkin before I head out. Give them another little pet. And I'll talk to y'all next time. Thanks for joining me today, y'all. Bye, y'all. I want a snack. Let me stomp on it for you. There you go. There you go. There you go.